Welcome guys. In today's session, we're going to talk about recognizing and managing fractures. My name's Sam Willis and I'm the Senior Lecturer for the Australian Paramedical College. Now, paramedics will attend many different types of injury that either do or possibly involve a fracture. Now, unfortunately, we cannot see through skin, meaning that all the interpretations we have to go off are signs and symptoms. So when we're talking about fractures, paramedics will have to be able to deal with minor fractures and major fractures that either do or do not involve complications of underlying organs. In other words, you may go to a fracture that is pretty painful for the patient, but in the grand scheme of fractures is very simple to deal with, versus a fracture that is quite severe and has partially or fully ruptured another organ, meaning that you then have to also deal with the side effects and complications of that. So it's pretty important that you have an understanding of the principles for the assessment and management of fractures. Now, the good news is the things that I'm going to talk about today in this lecture, you will have a chance to get some hands-on experiences at the face-to-face workshops. So in this session today, we are going to talk about the key signs and symptoms that you're likely to find in a fracture. We're going to talk about the principles of fracture management, because you can't always say that one type of management works for another type of fracture, because there are far too many variables, such as the patient, the position that they're laying in, the type of fracture, and whether or not it's impacted on another part of the body or not. And of course, we're going to recognize a range of different processes that will help you to immobilize a fracture. So let's use this case study as a starting point. You've been called to a local football field where there are reports of a male who has sustained an injury, and that's all you've got. So in other words, you don't know what the injuries are. It could be something big, small, or anywhere in between. On arrival, a 30-year-old male lays holding his left tibia and screaming in pain. And usually they're on the field or somewhere close to the field anyway, if they've been playing football themselves. His colleagues have kept him still, which is good. And on inspection of the leg, once you've gone through your primary survey, your secondary survey, and you've started to look at the leg, you notice the tibia is really badly swollen, and it's bruised, and it's deformed. So that's something you'll see time and time again. So with regards